This is Thomas Lyons from Raps on TV here at York Hall, Bethnal Green for the MTK London show. Fortunate to be joined by the victorious new WBO European champion, Freddy Kiwitt. Firstly, Freddy, how are you feeling after your fight?
I feel good, I feel great. I got a victory done. Made it hard, but I got it done, and that's the main thing.
So in terms of assessing your performance tonight, I mean, stuck to the game plan early on, kind of, used your distance, tried to establish the jab early on and try and get in the inside of Paddy Gallagher. Sort of how much of a test was it early on? Paddy, obviously a game opponent. Just talk me through the early rounds and obviously then starting to step on the gas late on.
Yeah, I mean, that was the game plan, to box him, keep him long. Obviously, unfortunately, we didn't have time to warm up, so I had to warm up in the ring. I didn't have time, so the first 3 rounds I just had to go into it, and I started getting my flow, start moving, and I started catching him. I think he was saying before that he's the better boxer and he's the bigger puncher. Unfortunately, I won the fight and I dropped him twice. So I take nothing away from him. He's a good guy. He's game. He came to fight.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased. I thank God that I got victorious tonight.
Yeah, and another massive MTK show tonight. Put together. I mean, and this main event well worthy of topping any bill on the mainstream shows. I mean, just how happy are you with the way sort of things have gone, the opportunities that have presented themselves, and taking and capitalising on such a massive opportunity put together by the MTK stable?
I mean, this belt put me back on the map. I mean, I was, like I said, I had issues before, had a long time off, so I'm back now. I got my mind free. It was a hard-earned victory, but I got it done, and I'm thankful that MTK put me on the show as well. And I was happy to show that I can box as well. Yeah,
and that's 2 back-to-back small hall classics now. Obviously last week we had Samuel Antwi become the new Southern Area champion, and obviously now this week you collect the WBO European strap. So I mean, the domestic scene at the moment's thriving. Where's your sort of ambitions for the next 12 to 18 months? Is it to remain active or to challenge the biggest and the best in the division?
Well, I'm gonna remain active. We've got to sit down with a few people, discuss a few things. There's no rush now. We're just gonna have a little rest and see what next. There are many options, and obviously this one is something nice to have.
Yeah.
So we see from there.
And then guaranteed 15 ranking in the world. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number
guaranteed
15
world ranking.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Very true. So is that kind of in your sights, world? I mean, not too sort of soon in your career, but obviously targets of surpassing domestic level, moving on to European fringe world level, and then targeting the pinnacle of the sport.
Definitely. I mean, I've been a professional now for 5 years. I've kind of fought on the small shows. I fought in Germany or Sauerland on the big shows as well.
Yeah.
I came a long way from actually just started boxing a few years ago, and only had a couple of amateur fights. So I mean, I'm still learning. Every fight is a learning fight, and there's so plenty of room to learn still. But it's always different when you stand with me in the ring and when you look it from the outside. I got a pretty boy for a reason. I don't really get paid much, so it's different. But yeah, we see what we can do. Definitely, I want to come up. I want to go high as possible.
Yeah, and I mean, one fight that's kind of approaching. We've got obviously Johnny Garton defending his Lonsdale belt against Chris Jenkins at British level. So I mean, are those the kind of fights, the caliber of opponent that you're looking to mix it with? I mean, in the future, so the next 2 to 3 fights this year.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta see anyway first if I can fight for the British. Because I heard something, that I'm eventually not, because I haven't got a British passport. I could fight for the English and all of that, but I think for the British it's going to be a little bit difficult.
Okay.
But anyway, WBO, we can go there as well. There's there's European, there's international, intercontinental. There are plenty of room, African as well. So yeah.
So onwards and upwards from here, and obviously plenty of opportunities that will to arise. But it's a pleasure having you on the platform. Is there any final shout out sponsors to management team that you'd like to give thanks for preparation?
I just want to praise everything to God. Without God, I wouldn't have that victory. And to all the people that supported me back home in Liberia and Germany, in the UK. I'm really pleased. I'm really happy for that.
I appreciate you giving me some of your time, and again, congratulations on the win, and all the best for your future endeavours. Raps on TV, Freddy Kiwitt, all the best, and
And the new
top man.
Thank you.